What's up, y'all? What I'm doing today is replacing the brakes on this 2005 GSX-R 750 model. This is a pretty easy job. The only thing that you need is a ratchet set and some hex tips. These are my hex tips. I bought these from Harbor Freight. You can get them at your local auto parts store. And of course you need your ratchet. Right, I've seen different calipers that had different bolts on them, of course. I've seen the hex heads bolts, and I've also seen the Allen bolts. This one, for example, has the Allen bolts. Right? So, this is your caliper, and it mounts onto the front forks. You have two bolts. You have one at the bottom, one at the top. That's holding this caliper to this front fork. Inside this caliper are your brakes. What's holding your brakes in place inside this caliper are these two bolts. You have one here and you have one here. So you have to figure out on your hex set what size tips you're going to put in here to make these bolts loose, and what size tips you're going to put in here to make these bolts loose. What I like to do is get these bolts loose first. When these are loose, I like to work on the top one, then the bottom one. And as soon as you take the caliper off, everything should be loose. Brakes are just gonna fall out. Like chicken off a bone. All right, so let me show you guys what I mean. So we're gonna go up. It says righty tighty, lefty loosey. That's what one bolt look like. That holds the brake in place. Now we're gonna work on getting number two out. That's number two. Now we have nothing holding these brakes inside the caliper at this point. You want to make sure you keep your bolts together so that when it's time to reassemble everything, you know where everything is at. Right? Now, that's the side that we're going to go with. I kind of measured everything already, so it's easy for me to just pick my bolts up and loose, make the stuff loose. Yep, there we go. It's a pretty long bolt though, because it comes from here, the tip is here, and it goes into this part of the front forks to hold the caliper in place. So we might be doing this for a few seconds. We'll get that bolt out. Oh, so that's one bolt for the caliper. Once again, we want to make sure we keep our bolts together. And here we go. Caliper is falling off. This is how easy this job is. Real easy job, guys. Real easy job. Now Now the caliper's off, like so. And these are our brakes. Brakes are not that bad, but the caliper is filthy. So you guys a closer look. What I'm looking at here, that's disgusting. My pistons are already pushed in, so I don't have to worry about pushing my pistons in. But one thing that I do have to focus on is cleaning this caliper. So you want to make sure that you clean your caliper with, of course, some degreaser, soap and water, scrub it with a toothbrush. Make sure everything is clean for reassemble. I'm not going to do all that. I'm just showing you guys how to take the caliper off the rotor. And after you get the brakes in, just gonna lock that bad boy back in place like so. Same way how you took it off, you're gonna put it back on. Easy. 1, 2, 3. And these are my brakes that I have. Syntherd. I feel like they're good. They're pretty good. Actually, not my brakes. I'm doing a job for someone. Yep. That's what we're looking at. Alright guys, it's a pretty easy job. Good luck to you. If you have any questions, concerns, send it. If you like it, if it was helpful, like, subscribe, share it to someone that it may be useful for, and stay safe.